It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Philadelphia scored a run in the top of the seventh, and they're leading the Dodgers 1-0 at Dodger Stadium. 2 outs, 0-2 pitch to Trey Turner, and foul ball. All right, we're going to have a weather update moments from now, but first, we've got to check in on our little buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been quite a 2-month period for this young man. His name is Foosh. He was missing one day, got into a radical car accident. He's been through multiple surgeries, I think 9, and the Dodgers retire the side. Sorry. So the Dodgers are going to the bottom of the 7th, down 1-0 because of an error, I believe. All right, so Foosh had a horrible accident. 3 or 4 guys and a gal saved his life, pulled him from a burning car. We didn't know he was gone. We didn't know where he was for about 8 hours. We finally found him at a hospital. He was listed under John Doe. He's had 9 surgeries. He's on the mend. This station put together a GoFundMe for him, and you listeners raised a ton of money to make this guy's life easier, and we can never thank you enough for that. And now he's with us for an update. Ladies and gentlemen, Foosh. Foosh, how you, bub?
Hello. Hello.
Man, it's so nice to hear your voice. You know, there's 2 different mindsets when somebody gets injured. Mine is leave them alone and try to let them get better. And a lot of people want to call you and text you every day to ask how you are. Which do you prefer?
You know what? I kind of like the fact that you leave me alone.
Yeah, you're trying to get better, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get better.
You don't want to tell the same story over and over and over and over again. And so I made a conscious effort by saying, I'm going to let this guy heal. And when he gets better, he always does a job here. So give us an update. How many surgeries did you end up with so far?
So it's been 9.
Wow.
And I'm trying to just recover. And I just do my own kind of therapy for my my left hand, and just trying to get stronger. That's kind of where I've been.
Now, are you left-handed or right-handed?
That's the unfortunate part. I'm left-handed.
No. Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I'm sure your mom and dad have been in contact with you every day, probably suffocating you because they have a new lease on life. That they have their son, there was a highway patrol that stopped by that accident, and they just wrote that the person in that car was probably deceased.
Yeah, no, I mean, every time my mom talks about it, like, oh, she thought it was going to be a John Doe, and that was the end of it.
Wow.
But she gets to talk to me every single day. So
that's right.
That's the part that's hard.
All right. So, what kind of pain are you in? Like a scale of 1 to 10?
No pain right now. It's just a matter of trying to get movement for my arm. So I'm like at a 2.
Oh, okay. All right. That's not bad. I mean, that's terrific. A lot of people when they go through something like this, they're in pain for the rest of their life. So that is great that they were able to knock that out for you. So what is it? No. Are there any other parts of you that are banged up? I know you had ribs that were fractured or broken.
The ribs that got fixed right away. So now I'm just trying to get my legs fixed because I had to do a skin graft for my left thigh for my left arm. So that's what's getting fixed right now.
Did you get the word that I was willing to donate some of my skin? Hope that got to you.
No, I didn't get that one.
Damn it. Bellio, I told you to tell this guy. I was going to offer him some skin. All right, so the legs have to heal because that's where the skin came from.
Yeah, exactly.
And what kind of movement do you have with your left arm? Are you able to open and close your hand?
Yeah, so I just can't make a fist. So I can move my arm left and right, but I can't, I can't grip stuff. That's
Right.
the part that I'm working on right now.
Can you do a thumbs up?
No, I can't.
Oh, that sucks. That's a half of life. It's just giving people
Yeah,
thumbs
I know.
up.
I
You know,
can't
hey,
do
how
it.
you doing? Nice to see you, man. Hey, how you doing? Ah, good, man. I'm good. Thanks. So when do the doctor? Are you gonna have any more surgeries?
No more surgeries, but I got a couple more checkups. Actually, I have another one going on tomorrow.
Okay, another checkup.
For checkup.
Did they give you any word on when you could come back to work? Is it soon? Is it months?
I don't know because they keep. I mean, my left arm, unfortunately, is still an open wound.
Oh my God!
So that's the dangerous part of it because I can't go anywhere, and I can't even, not to be, TMI, I can't shower.
Oh, is that right? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, being left-handed, I would think the shower is secondary to maybe some other activities.
Yeah.
Yeah, like gardening. Crozier's always into gardening.
Exactly, cooking.
Yeah, that's right. What happened to that hot girlfriend you had when you wiped out? Is she still around?
Yeah, she's still around.
Woo-wee! All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
And
she still checks up on me, so it's okay.
Okay. All right, that's cool. And so what do you do all day? You just sit around, or do you have to work out? Do you have to be in therapy?
It's a lot of Netflix and a lot of rewrapping a lot of my bandages. That's
I see.
Unfortunate. It's not exciting.
And then has your dad made the pasta, your favorite pasta?
No, we're gonna do that once I can. Once I can shower, I think he's gonna do it.
All right. And then so a lot of DoorDash, I imagine.
Oh, it's a lot of DoorDash.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of food, a lot of wrappers, and just a mess.
A lot of delivery.
All right, buddy. We all miss you around here. We want to do the update on the air, and I'm glad you said yes because I can't tell you how many people text, email, DM us, and get in contact with us asking about you. Every single day it happens.
I appreciate all of that. Like I still can't get my mind around that. It's so humbling, it brings a tear to my eye. So I'm just really glad that people are so want to know how I'm doing.
Right. And when you are better, we'll go to Santa Anita and we'll double some of that dough that you got.
Let's do it.
All right. All right, buddy. We miss you around here, and we can't wait to see you again.
All righty.
You're the best, bub.
All right, man.
Nice to see you.
Bye.
Take care. I was going to give him a high five, but...
Give him some skin.
Yeah.
Give him some skin, blood.
He does need some. Yeah.
Never.
That's great. But that truly is an offer. I called the hospital and left my number and said if he does need skin, I'll give him some.
And a high five.
Yeah. I hope it was the right hospital. I just called and I found a hospital and phoned him up.
This'll do. They're all connected.
That's right. They'll find him. But that's great. I hope he comes back soon. But can you imagine the pain and what kind of, life shocking and traumatic moment that was? Oh, gotta be the worst. But he's a young kid. He's going to bounce back, and we'll see him here shortly.
Keep your head, man.
Yep. Keep your head up. We will be back with a weather update, also a Dodger update. Both of those for you next.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
Don't forget, we made the huge announcement yesterday that the Morongo party is on for next Saturday, October 18th. And if you want to get tickets, it's not too late. You could still throw your name in there and potentially get 2 tickets for the big party. 2. One for you and one for whatever dope you bring. And I say that with love. That's a compliment. Hey, nice to see you, dopes. So here's what you do. You go to KFIAM640.com/promotions. KFIAM640.com/promotions. And you can sign up and get yourself 2 beautiful tickets. And we'll see you down there. Potentially next Saturday, a week from the day after tomorrow. So we're 7, 8, 9 days out. Oh, it's going to be great. All right, weather time with Dallas Rains. An update from the stadium first. Bases loaded for the Los Angeles Dodgers. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. They just intentionally walked Ohtani, and Mookie Betts is up at bat. And we will give you the weather. Ding dong. Ding dong with
Here's the weather.
With this weather. So I can watch the game.
We were looking at the possibility of Priscilla coming up for a little visit, and the moisture from Priscilla is producing rain and thunderstorms. We've had a lightning strike out there at Rialto. That's the only one that's occurred in the LA basin. But if you're out in the desert areas, a flash flood watch is in effect through later tomorrow night. That's Havasu City. Our friends and viewers out there all the way down into Arizona. Lightning strikes are occurring. We had a big thunderstorm down around the Salton Sea earlier today. And tonight, you can see that action coming right out of the south. If you're viewing from the Crestline area, we've had video from there already today, rain, and there is some lightning with that, not very much at this moment. And that's just about the extent of it as far as the LA basin is concerned. Now, once we get into the desert, we do have more showers.
All right, you got to listen to this. If you're in the desert, flash flooding possibilities.
And thunderstorm. Here's the 7-day forecast, and tomorrow night, everything will end as skies start to clear for the weekend. Cooler temperatures 78, 77.
Okay. All right. Let me tell you, if you're in the desert, you really have to be aware of this because flash flooding happens, well, in a flash. That's why they call it that. So let me see what time it is. It's 5:25. All right. Let me put this on 5:25, 5:30. Okay. So this storm is now dissipating. It's still hugging the 15 freeway all the way to Barstow. So if you're going to Barstow, you're going to Las Vegas, all the way, and the Dodgers just scored. The Dodgers just got a walk with bases loaded to tie this game. Yes!
And
Dodgers won, Phillies won. Bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th, 2 outs, and they intentionally walked Ohtani to get to Mookie Betts, and then they walked Mookie Betts with bases loaded. What a screw up. Oh, that's the worst. The worst, man, when you're a pitcher and you give up a run on a bases-loaded walk, everybody is making fun of you.
Well, they took a chance because by walking Ohtani, he was 1 for 17 this postseason. So
making $70 million a year.
Yeah, right. That was a $70 million hit that he did. It was a home run, right? It was just like his first at bat.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But he does also have a win as a pitcher, so you got to give him that.
All right.
And he'll pitch game 5 if it goes back to Philly on Saturday. But now the Dodgers have tied it. So if anything happens here, pressure's on Philly in the next 2 innings. They've got only 2 at-bats left. It's the bottom of the 7th. Teoscar Hernandez is up, and we'll see. We'll see. A check swing for a strike. 1-1. All right, we got to take a break, unfortunately, but maybe when we come back, we'll have some good Dodger news for you. Bottom of the 7th, bases loaded. Teoscar Hernandez is up. Count is 1-1. And before we hand it over to Crozier, strike, so 1-2.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
And the Phillies are tied at 1. And did they already go through the top of the inning that quickly? Are we at the bottom of the 8th? So when we went to commercial break, the Dodgers were still at bat. And when we came back, the Dodgers are going to be at bat again. Either that was a really quick 1, 2, 3 inning, or we're playing a lot of spots on the station. Maybe it's combo. Possibly, right, Tony? That's right. He's shaking his head. It's for God's radio. All right, so the Dodgers are coming up. It's tied 1-1. Very tense at Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers do not want to go back to Philadelphia to have to play the Phillies in that loud stadium with 60,000 fans in Philadelphia. Man, that'd be tough to win. Even though Ohtani would be pitching, It's still a very tough place to win. I know the Dodgers already did twice this week. I get that. But still, Game 5, the fans would be super pumped. The city would be pumped. Everybody'd be pumped. And the Dodgers would have to go in there and win a hell of a game. And even though Ohtani's pitching, that would be a very difficult game to win. So they've got to win it tonight. They have 2 more at bats unless we go to extra innings. Phillies have 1 more at bat. So this could end up with a Freddie Freeman walk-off homer. It's happened before. How great would that be? If you could walk the Phillies off. That'd be great. All right, we're going to keep an eye on that. I know a lot of people are probably watching the game, but for people who are in their car and you can't find the game on the dial, we'll keep you up to date on what's going on. All right. Speaking of Dodgers, remember that Dodger dog that was at the stadium? His name is Bleu. He was the dog in the stands. He's back, and I give this guy a break. I give the guy who has this Dodger dog a break. Usually, I'm anti-dog anywhere other than your house or a dog park. I don't like to see dogs in restaurants or at supermarkets. I'm just not into it. I know a lot of dogs are clean. They're nice. They're great. I was at the Burbank Mall the other day. This is a true story, Bellio, what I'm about to tell you. I'm at the Burbank Mall the other day, and there's a dog sitting in a woman's lap, and she's eating next to me. She's at the table next to me, and she's with another guy. So it's a couple with their dog. And then a guy walks 2 dogs. I think they're both Chihuahuas. And he walks past the table with the couple with the dog. The dog jumps down off the woman's lap, and the 3 dogs are fighting.
Ooh.
In the mall.
Sure.
They're fighting.
Sure.
I'm trying to eat my meal in the mall, and all of a sudden, I'm at a dog fight. I'm at what's the guy's name? Vic.
Michael Vick.
Michael Vick. I'm at Michael Vick's house. I thought I was at the Burbank Mall, and I'm in the middle of a dog fight, and they're fighting. They're clawing, scratching, barking, biting each other. And I'm trying to eat my meal. I'm in a dog fight. Yeah. So no dogs at the mall. But Dodger Stadium, I'll give this guy a break because that is the Dodger dog. He's a big fan of the Dodgers.
Give me a break.
Yeah, I wouldn't give you a break. If you brought your dog to the Dodger game, I'd be like,
what if I brought that dog?
Yeah, you could bring that dog. That's the only dog that can go.
It's also a service dog.
It is a service dog?
Yeah.
For who? The guy?
Yeah.
What's his condition?
Loneliness, apparently.
No.
Want to be seenness?
He's a Dodger fan.
Having to be seenness?
No,
Look at me.
Be nice.
Look at me-ness?
Be nice.
I am being nice. But I do like that dog. But that's the only dog they should allow in that stadium. That Dodger. Bleu is that dog's name?
That's Bleu.
Bleu. All right, let's find out what's Blue's going on here.
The Phillies, though, aren't ready to pack it up. They've won 63 games this season when out hitting a...
Wait, is this Bleu? Let me see if it's the right audio here, man. What's going on here?
They've won 63 games this season when out hitting opponents, and they'll need that to happen tonight to stay alive. But Dodger fans are predicting a sweep and, of course, hoping for lots of home runs.
Where's the part with the dog?
I mean, that's what it's all about, the magic.
Is this the owner of the dog?
I mean, that's what it's all about, the magic. When you hear that crack and you just know it's gone. I don't care which 9 in the lineup is up to bat. Each one individually can hit a home run at any time, and that's the coolest thing.
He's right. When I was a Dodger fan growing up, when it got to the bottom of the order, like the 6th, 7th, 8th, or the 7th, 8th, and 9th pitcher, and the 9th pitcher was the 9th batter was the pitcher. The 7th, 8th, and 9th batter were horrible. I mean, it was just like, go get a beer, go get a hot dog. It was just the worst. The Dodgers don't have that. Every single guy that comes to bat can sting you on the Dodgers. And the pitcher no longer bats, which is great, because that was the time to go take a leak or get a beer when the pitcher comes up, because he'd be like 1 for 58.
You may recognize a familiar face in the stands for tonight's game.
No, who is it? Is it Dick Van Dyke?
What is it?
Is it Jim Neighbors? Is
Jim Neighbors?
Is it Jay Leno? Who is it?
serving as a good luck charm.
It's a dream come true. It's a blessing. We're here for all the Dodger fans to put a smile and bring the energy and vibes to the stadium.
Yeah, it's Bella Bleu.
And also be their good luck charm.
Bella Bleu started coming to games with her owner, a lifelong Dodgers fan, who relies on her as a service dog.
Okay, so it is a service dog. Got to give him a break.
But it didn't take long before she became a fan favorite, sitting in the stands with her shades on, cheering on the boys in blue.
Wait, the dog has glasses?
Cheering on the boys in blue.
We go with the flow. We just take pictures, and whatever happens, happens. And this happened so organically. I thought we were just on the Jumbotron, and next thing you know, we're all over KTLA, ABC,
KFI,
Yahoo Sports,
KFI,
ESPN,
KFI.
Bella, we're going to win it all, yeah?
Yes, we are.
She's like, yeah.
What's that dog? Sanding a furniture?
Bella, we're going to win it all, yeah?
Yes, we are.
She's like, yeah. So whether you're here for baseball, tradition, or yes, even a dog in the stands, this is the kind of night that Dodger has officially started again. If the Dodgers win, they advance to the National Championship Series for the second year in a row. I'd say that's pretty impressive in itself.
It is very impressive. Yeah, that is good news.
But of course, everyone here hoping for that sweep. I'll send it back to you in Hollywood.
And I don't know if you, the listeners, follow baseball closely or not, but here's some news for you may not have heard. The Yankees have been eliminated. How about that? So it's not going to be Dodgers-Yankees in the World Series. The Yankees are out. They were eliminated by the Toronto Blue Jays, and they are done. That is a team that will probably start rebuilding next year. They need a lot more pitching. They might trade some players. They might go into a 4 or 5 year rebuild. I know they don't like to do that, but that's my prediction for the Yankees. But the Yankees haven't won a World Series since 2009. You know, I mean, that's a long drought for the Yankees. They used to win like every, 2 or 3 times a decade. Haven't won since 2009. So they can't win until 2026. So what is that, 17 years without a World Series victory? That's a long time in the Bronx. Long time. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. Dodgers have they've gotten out of the bottom of the 8th, so now we're going into the 9th inning. Tied at 1-1. Man, this is exciting. This is very, very exciting baseball.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
We've got rain in the desert. It's all going to be gone tonight. So if you don't get nailed by it tonight, you're going to have a pretty good shot of being dry for the weekend. And then next week, we've got storms coming in. We've got, I think it was Tuesday. Yes. Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, the 14th and 15th. Start around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. until 11 p.m. on Tuesday in the San Fernando Valley. Hours might differ from wherever you are. And then into the night. So starting late afternoon Tuesday into early morning hours on Wednesday. Looks like not a huge amount of rain, a total of probably close to 3/4 of an inch for the whole storm, maybe an inch, maybe 2 inches in the mountains. But you know what it's like. You've seen these roads being washed out and homes being washed away when we get very little rain. So be aware of that. The Los Angeles Dodgers are coming to bat. So we're a little distracted here because we are the home of the Los Angeles Dodgers on our sister station. It's 1-1 in the bottom of the 9th. This game could end with one swing. One swing.
Series.
The whole series. You're right. Yeah, I'm sorry. The series. And also my life could end with one swing. If it's from Philadelphia. But the problem here, Croge, and I don't know how to ask Colin this, but Colin next door in the Dodgers station is getting this game about 40 seconds before we are.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And so I want to ask him not to scream if the
Dodgers, that's not happening.
I know. Because he's a huge fan, and he should be, too. You know, him and Cates and Vassay. Max Muncy just flied out to deep center field, almost warning track on the center field. And if that had 12 more feet.
Oh, my God, that Phillies pitcher is ugly.
It sounds like I'm having.
So
sounds like I'm
ugly.
watching with my wife.
That dude is ugly.
She's commenting on physical featers and uniforms.
That dude wasn't hit by the ugly stick. He hit every branch on the way down the tree.
All right.
Just hating on the Phillies right now.
Yeah, look, I don't know what we can say right now. There's no news.
He doesn't deserve to win.
Yeah, there's no news we can give you right now that's going to top this. This is the Dodgers in the bottom of the ninth, tied 1-1 at Dodger Stadium. Bellio, are we able to play the audio and just flip on the TV audio and simulcast this?
No, we're not.
We can't do that?
No.
I've done that in the past.
Yeah, and how'd that go?
Sued for $24 million.
And what did you learn? Because you're asking me means you didn't really learn a lesson.
Well, if you don't ask, you made an ask out of you and me. What was that stupid saying you always use?
Assume.
Oh, assume. Yeah, okay. All right. So who's it bad? Is it Hernandez? Is it Kike Hernandez? I can't tell who's up.
Yes.
Yeah, Kike.
E. The other Hernandez.
Oh, okay. The other, Edgar Hernandez. Okay. All right. So, man, this is so tense.
It totally is.
But they're doing a live shot from KTLA right now at Dodger Stadium. There's not a single person leaving this game.
Oh yeah.
There's 50,000
No taillights?
or 54,000 people there, and normally at this time at 5:52 and in the ninth inning, you'll see one or two people leave to try to get in the car. Nobody is leaving right now. Nobody is doing an Angel Martinez.
That's.
You want to tell
True
that story? You want to tell that story
So-
while we watch the game?
Okay. When was it? Was
88.
that like what? 88
Yeah.
in 1988 when Kirk Gibson hit that what was it?
Bottom of the ninth home run against. It was 2 outs, man on, down 3-2 in the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, so he was at bat and the place was just on fire. And all I could think about was getting the H out of there to beat all the traffic.
Right.
So I told my friends, I'm like, hey, let's scram. So we're running up the stairs and we get to the very top. As soon as we hit the top, you just hear that crack, pop. And I turn around and everybody's on their feet. Everybody's screaming. I see him rounding second and pumping that fist. And what do? I'm like, hurry, let's get to the car so we can listen to the rest of the game.
Oh, that's great. I love the shot there where the TV camera follows the ball going over the right field fence, and all you see is parking lights in the background. You see some guy step on their brake, and he's yelling at the guy who convinced him to leave. You piece of you. This is the greatest hit in the history of this game, and we're in the car to save 10 minutes to get home.
Yeah, I'm that friend.
Yep, that is right. That's Angel Martinez. All right, we're down to Paz, and it's 2 outs, 0-2 pitch, tied 1-1, and the Dodgers, if they don't score here, we're going to extras. And they don't put a man on second on extra innings in the playoffs. You got to earn that run, which is great. I think that's a better rule anyway. So, did he hit a home run? No. Oh, my God. Everyone stood up like he did. All right, we're going to extras. Extra innings at Dodger Stadium. A sellout crowd at Dodger Stadium. It's time for Dodger baseball. And this will be fun to watch. Extra innings, Dodger Stadium. Oh, man, I am nervous as hell. And so are all the guys at the Dodger station. They're all just, curled up in a ball with the nerves because it's a big deal. You grow up a Dodger fan. My very first game was 1969. I went with my dad and my 2 brothers and my sister. And my very first game, and you remember your first game. I remember my first hockey game, my first basketball game, my first, baseball game, my first time I went to the stadium, the Coliseum, to watch the Rams. You remember your first game because everything looks 9,000 times bigger than you thought. But when I saw the ice for the first time when I went to my first King game, I couldn't believe how enormous that place was. I was a kid. I was 6 years old and walked in my first game, and it was beautiful. Well, my first game at Dodger Stadium, because my dad was a big sports fan, thank God. And my first game at Dodger Stadium, 1969, maybe 1970. I gotta figure that out. And the stadium looked like the Grand Canyon. You can't believe when you're young how big that place is and how many people are there and the screaming and the fight. I'm sorry, not the fighting, but well, it could have been fighting, but the people in the stands yelling and screaming, and just the smell of hot dogs and beers and people yelling. It's a big deal. When you're 6 and you've never had an experience like that, it's a lot to take in, a lot. And just to stay out late because it was probably a 7:00 game, and normally at 6 you're not allowed to stay out that late. But my dad kept us out on a school night at a late game. Oh, it was great. It was great. My very first experience with Dodger Stadium was absolutely beautiful. Same with the Kings and Lakers and Rams. Beautiful experience with all 4 teams, man. I shouldn't be this way. I'm probably too old to act this way, but I still live and die with these stupid teams. Every single year, I'm always into these teams. I can't stop. I occasionally, you badmouth the Kings, and then you're right at the TV set watching the game, that night. I can't stop with these teams. And I know there's a lot of people listening exactly like me. Whatever it is. Maybe you're a Boston fan, you're a Celtics fan, Bruins, Patriots, and Celtics, and you can't stop watching these games. Or Philadelphia. Eric Weiss, a good friend of mine, big Philadelphia fan, and he lives and dies by these scores. These scores are everything. You don't get that excited over anything else in life, but these scores. And when these teams win, man, it's unbelievable. All right, we're live. We're going to watch the Dodgers. They're going to extra innings at Dodger Stadium. It looks like nobody has left the park. Nobody has done an Angel Martinez. We're live on KFI AM 640.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.